know how he does that, but he does. And so I wanted that sort of twisty-turny feel. So the only thing I did is, like, there are a couple times where it's weird. Like, once it becomes audible and once you can hear these, you're like, oh, people are, you know, it is tough to get through some of the literary stuff if the guys are speaking too much, like, literary, like his work. So some things you change little words here and there just to keep sort of the flow of the actors going. And that's the only real thing I did. And then, of course, I cut half the book, which was the other really difficult thing, which was tough. But yeah, it's absolutely true. Oh, wow. Okay. 6 more questions. Yeah. Hello. You saw it last night. No, I started writing when I left college. It was really difficult. Like I said, the editing part was probably the hardest. It's weird because adapting it, or if you notice on the poster, it says adopting it, which is kind of amazing. I was like, oh, that's terrible. Wait a minute. That might start a revolution. The fact that I adopted this book is really sweet. Easy, okay? I think that adapting a book is very, very different, especially a book like this, where you're basically taking the material, you're giving it to actors, and you're saying, how are we going to make this? You're never going to make it into Lord of the Rings, so how are we going to make it so people are going to watch it and have a good time, you know? But writing an original script, I mean, if you want to do that, then you probably have the ability to do it, because one of the best bits of advice I've ever gotten as an actor is someone was like, you want to be an actor? That's awesome. One of my teachers, one of my acting teachers, and he said, you know what you need to decide? I said, what's that? And he was like, you need to decide if you actually have talent. And I was like, I don't know what you mean. I was like, at a theater school, man, I mean, I obviously have talent. And he was like, no, but like, there's a little voice inside you that says you don't really have it, but you're trying real hard. And he's like, if that voice is there, then get out now, because it's really, really hard. And I just thought that was really blunt and kind of hard to listen to, but at the same time, there are a lot of little bells going off if you should be doing something else. And so if you've got it and you love it, that's the biggest advice I can give you, is if you love it, then you're doing it right. And just keep doing it and have fun with it. If it ever doesn't become fun, don't do it, because there's a lot of other ways to like make money or like pay your rent. So no need to set yourself up for like a huge disaster by saying like, I'm so emotionally unraveled and wanting to be a writer, but it's not making me happy, or an actor or whatever. So that was my big thing. So original screenplays it's a tough gig, but if you've got it in your head, then you've got it. That's awesome. Guys, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for listening to me go on and on. Thanks for showing up. Right here. I'll be going.
All right, everyone stay seated.